Right, Paul Bassi right there, chairman of Akwa United. There's also the former Super Eagles player, Godswill Akpabio, who is also talking about the game between Nigeria and South Africa. The fans are also optimistic. Everybody is hoping that Nigeria will get the win over Bafana Bafana of South Africa. And talking about South Africa, I've got Siasanga Monadibe joining us all the way from Joburg, and I'm sure he is also looking forward to this big game against Nigeria. Welcome to the show, Sia.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you for having me once again.
Alrighty, and also standing by all the way from Uyo, and I hope she has eaten ekwankuko right there in Uyo. We've got our sports correspondent, Onyinyechi Obaro, who will be giving us all the updates over there in South Africa. Onyinyechi, always looking very, very beautiful. Glad to have you join us today.
Thank you so much, Doka. I'm not in South Africa. Come on. I'm in Nigeria.
Yes.
Akwa State to you.
All right, let me start off with Sia. It is game day. What are your expectations as South Africa look to battle Nigeria in Uyo?
We have a big game in our hands, two quality sides, rivals, there's just a lot at stake in this game, So I expect both teams to go at each other. We know that, like Coach Hugo said, the pressure is on Nigeria because of the position that they find themselves in, and also that they're playing at home. So we're expecting a tough game. And even so, we don't expect South Africa to sit back. They want to go for a result. We both know what happened at AFCON. So there's just a lot at stake, So I'm expecting high quality football today.
High quality football. Now, this is a huge game for both teams. But looking at the South African point of view now, what would be your own conclusion for a best result for the Bafana Bafana?
I mean, like the coach said, the best result for them would be a draw. They wouldn't want to come there and lose the match. They would want to get a result, and a draw is a result that they wouldn't mind to return with. But I'm sure that the team, like I said the last time, that at the back of their heads, they want to get that revenge from the AFCON, so they want to win the game, But a result would be a one that South Africa will welcome very, very well.
All right, Onyinyechi, you've heard from Sia saying that a draw will be a good result for South Africa, but I'm sure that's not what the fans are expecting from the Nigerian, talking about the Super Eagles. But tell us, is there any update coming up from the Super Eagles camp ahead of the huge game later today?
Thank you so much, Udoka. None at my tips for now, but the latest here in Uyo is the governor of the state, Moeno. He has been able to, make life better for Akwa Ibomites over here, having to declare the regular tickets free for all fans who will be making their way to the stadium to support the Super Eagles ahead of that encounter against South Africa. I am here standing at the Udwa Itam. This is a market that is in between the Calabar Itu Road and Ikorekpene. And I've got fans who are anticipating this big encounter here at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium. Of course, I'm here to feel the pulse of the fans. I want to know how they feel concerning this game being brought to their home front. I've got a fan here. Let's see if we can also feel his pulse and know what he feels about the start time and also the game being brought on the home front. Thank you so much for joining us on In the Game. Can we know your name?
My name is Felix Achibo.
Felix, thank you so much for joining us at this time. At 8 p.m., will you be finding your way to the stadium to support the Nigerian team?
Not really, because of that time. I'm against the time because of the insecurity in Nigeria, in Akwa Ibom, in the area. So I would have loved to watch the match, but I'm against the time. The time is not favorable to me. I don't know others.
So you will not be making your way to the stadium to watch the game? All right, what do you expect from the Super Eagles of Nigeria?
Kudos to them. I wish them the best. I believe they will beat South Africa black and white. They will beat them home and away. They will beat them. I give them, in fact, I can even predict 2-1 to Super Eagles.
All right, 2-1 from Felix. He says 2-1. And but he will not be making his way to the stadium. I'm wondering where he's going to get that action from, maybe on TV. Let's feel the pulse of another fan over here. Let's have you come on. Hello, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us on In the Game. Let's have your name.
My name is Frank Clement.
All right, Frank, will you be making your way to the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium to watch the Super Eagles?
I will not be chance because I have a night walk on Sunday which begins by 7 o'clock. So I will not be chance to watch the match, but I will be live on my phone because the game is very, very important to me somehow.
All right, but you'll be missing a lot of action, even with the fact that the governor has declared the regular tickets free for all.
Yes, I was supposed to be there, but based on my work, no, I cannot leave my work, and I will be live. I will be live on my phone.
Okay, what are your expectations for the game?
I really trust our players so much, so I believe the match is gonna end winning. We are going to win the match.
By what scoreline?
I'm very good in predicting. I'm very, very good. And that match will end at least 0-1. 0-1 in favor of Nigeria.
All right, there you heard from the fans here. That's two fans that have been able to feel their pause ahead of that encounter against South Africa. A lot of concerns around the start time of the game. They say 8 p.m. is too late to have that kind of encounter at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium. And before now, we had gotten updates that the governor and also the Football Association board members giving us assurance that Akwa Ibom is a safe place. Akwa Ibom is a place where they can welcome you with open arms. Akwa Ibom is free for all, a state known for its hospitable nature. But here, these are fans who are a bit concerned. I know we would have some mixed opinions concerning the start time, but at this time, with the declaration of the tickets being free, I'm hoping to see a lot of Nigerian fans in Uyo here come support the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
All right, thank you very much, Onyechi. And of course, the fans have spoken and they've been very, very truthful because the start time is 8 p.m. And I'm wondering how many fans will trip to the stadium. But let's talk about that fan advantage now. There are times we have had the stadium filled with fans, but of course, the players failed to live up to expectation. What difference do you think throwing the gates open will be for because football is played right there on the football pitch, not in the football stands?
Yes, there is the power of the 12th man, you know. This is our home advantage. We've got the 12th man. We've got the fans to turn their support for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The Godswill Akpabio International Stadium is the nest of champions. It has been tagged the nest of champions because the Super Eagles have got the most wins here on the home turf. They've got 6 wins, having to draw only 2 games, and just 1 loss over there at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium. So at this time, maybe good tidings. It's a wet day, already drizzling over here. We're hoping that this is bringing good tidings ahead of that encounter at 8 p.m. And with the fact that the governor has declared the gate open for regulars only, of course, you know that VIPs will get to pay 3,000 per ticket. So for the regulars who are interested to come support your team, that will be a big advantage for the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
All right, Sia, there you go. The stadium will be filled with fans for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Will this affect the mentality of the Bafana Bafana?
Without it, not at all, not at all. I don't see that happening because, I mean, a lot of players that are in that squad are based in Africa, you know, so they play for Sundowns, most of them. So they are used to, you know, traveling around the continent and playing in the CAF, you know, so they're used to these kind of crowds, you know. So I don't see them being phased or being affected mentally by the supporters.
I like that. You're instilling confidence in the team. But there was also talks about the South African team majorly based with home-based players. And I'm sure, Onyechi, looking at the Nigerian team, it is a well-experienced side playing against a South African team that boasts majorly of home-based players. This is for both parties now. Onye, firstly, will this be a major advantage for Nigeria because of the wealth of experience in the Super Eagles of Nigeria?
You know, they say that those with European experience sometimes do not have to. It's not a guarantee that you win the game. South Africa has got a dominance of local-based players coming from the South African PSL. And you know, these guys, they play in, day out, having game time. But for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, who has got more of the European-based players, they are coming up from the roundup of the season from Europe. And this might not have put them in a fit position to play against a side that has got games day in, day out. But looking at the fact that we inculcated some MPFL players, Nigeria Professional Football League players, three of them, I beg your pardon, that's Olorunleke Ojo, Kenneth Iboke and Sadiq Ismail from Remo Stars. For the fact that we inculcated those players, I'm hoping that, good news for the MPFL, yes, I'm hoping that they can match the agility of the players from South Africa, from the South African PSL, especially Mamelodi Sundowns. And if I want to butt in to that conversation you did ask your guests, I would say South Africa also came with their fans, some of their fans. Mama Joy was seen with the South African team that made their way to Nigeria, all the way from chartered aircraft from South Africa down to Port Harcourt. We did see Mama Joy. Mama Joy alone is like 1,000 fans for the Bafana Bafana.
Beautiful things just to see right there in Uyo, and we're expecting the very best of the game later today. But I like to get predictions. Onyechi, what is your prediction for this game later today? 8 p.m. kickoff time, quite a weird one for Nigerian fans over there in Uyo, but they're still optimistic. So what are your predictions ahead of today's game?
Oh, Udoka, don't tell me to go by the scoreline. I only say, as a patriotic Nigerian, let Nigeria win. Let us have this home advantage so we can go atop the table just ahead of South Africa. I know your guests will not want this, but I can't be selfish here. I'm allowed to be selfish at this time because I represent Nigeria, green, white. That's the color, anytime, any day.
Sia, your predictions?
1-1. I'm seeing this game becoming a draw, because like I said, Bafana Bafana want a result. In as much as Coach Hugo Broos said they are not under pressure, but they will need a result because them not getting a result in Nigeria, it will mean that they need to win against Zimbabwe on Tuesday. So I see this game ending in a 1-1 draw.
All right. Before I let Onye go, I would love to ask this question because this is a question burning on the lips of Nigerians. Which of the national anthems will the Super Eagles sing today? Is it the one we know or is it the new one? Not the new one, I mean the changed version of the national anthem. It is a question everybody has been asking. Nigeria, we hail thee.
Udoka, you know that anthem has been signed into law. So we'll go by what the law of the nation says, and Nigeria will hail thee is what will be resonated over there at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium. Don't ask me if the players already know the lyrics. The instrumentals alone would do a great job for the national anthem during that encounter against the Bafana Bafana of South Africa.
All right, and I hope that the players would not mouth it. We surely will learn it and will sing the national anthem with confidence and pride, and that will lead Nigeria to victory against Sia's Bafana Bafana. Thank you very much, Onyechi Obara, for joining us today, and we're looking forward to more time to talk to you and, of course, get all the updates coming from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And, of course, Sia, I would say a big thank you, and I will look forward to that game. And for Nigerian fans, they do not want to hear of a draw between Nigeria and South Africa. They want a straight victory against Bafana Bafana, but a draw will do you good. We would always say, may the best side win. Thank you, Sia, for joining.
Thank you so much. May the best team win.
All righty.